Ladies and gentlemen of the board, guests tonight, thank you for your time. I'd like to talk tonight about medical marijuana provisioning centers, the history of them in Haring Township, and where we stand right now and where we can go in the future with this. I believe at one time there was three that were functioning. At the time the Wexford County prosecutor declared a quote-unquote legal moratorium. There was one operating at the Cadillac vacuum building right there in the back. There was one myself right next to Perfect Tattoos. And there was one over there where Blue in the Face is in the mini mall over there. After that, everybody scattered. I ceased and desisted for 30 days, like I was told. But I seen the politics of the matter and what was going on. Looked at the Senate, if they'd ever vote on House Bill 4209, 4271 is what it was called then before it died in a lame duck session. But we're just trying to hold on and help people with their medicine who have medical marijuana card, have a safe transfer point for people. I realized that the township passed an ordinance September of 2015 banning medical marijuana dispensaries and places like that. I had moved to my current location over on Plett Road over there a couple days before you guys had passed your ordinance. I don't know what the policy is or what the procedure is. I'm just supposed to close up my doors and shut up my business, and I don't know. I guess I was hoping against hope that the Senate would pass this and the governor would sign it into law, and that's what's happened a few weeks back. They passed 4209. If you can see in your paperwork there, you'll see House Bill 4209 signed into law by the governor. Takes effect December 20th. It gives municipalities the right to allow or ban places like this, and I agree. I totally agree with local control. You know, I'm a 10th Amendment kind of person, but I believe in local townships, local law, and hopefully you folks can see this presentation that I've given you. Maybe talk with your attorney and see where we're going with this. But they're saying in the law that there's a 3% tax on this medicine. Nobody else gets taxed on their medicine, but medical marijuana is a 3% tax on that. Dispensaries pay a 3% annual to the state, and I believe the township gets 25% of that, are the numbers that I'm hearing. It's 19 pages. I haven't read it all quite, but there's a lot to it, and our medical marijuana act's been totally hijacked by big business, by monopolies, and that's just the politics of things. I understand, but these places are here in Michigan now, and you've been waiting for clarification in the Senate. They're legal. They're legal now. So if you could confer with your attorney and find out where you stand on this, and maybe we can have a public hearing on this next and see if you guys want to rescind, take away that ordinance on these places, and perhaps put a cap on how many you allow in the township. Obviously, they need to be zoned right not next to a church or a school or whatever, but I believe I'm in a good spot. I don't like that spot because I'm not going to be in compliance with the law, and it's quite lengthy and a lot of bureaucratic stuff in there, but I'm going to have to get into a better building, a more secure facility. I'm going to have to jump through a lawsuit. I'm going to have to team up with my big shot millionaire buddy or put it in his name or something. But there's a lot of words in that 19 pages there, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to comply with it all. But at least I would like to have the township to revisit this medical marijuana ordinance, to rescind it and maybe zone and put a cap on these places. With regard to my current case, I'm out on bond right now, facing life in prison. But I believe that I'm in compliance with the law even then. If you'll please look at the Michigan Medical Marijuana Act that I provide you all a copy with. You'll see in Section 4 on page 3 there, on page 4, at the end of Section 4 there, it says subsection K, any registered qualifying patient or registered primary caregiver who sells marijuana to someone who is not allowed to use marijuana for medical purposes under this act shall have his or her registry identification card revoked and is guilty of a felony punishable by imprisonment for not more than 2 years or a fine of not more than $2,000 or both, in addition to any other penalties for the distribution of marijuana. Mr. Scarborough, if you were selling bud to your buddy and you got caught by the cops, you'd be facing a 4-year felony for delivery of marijuana. If I was to get caught selling weed, medicine, bud to whoever without a card, I would be facing a 6-year felony, $2,000 fine, and my card revoked. That's what it says in the law right there. I believe I'm covered under a Section 4 protection, and if it gets to circuit court, I'll assert my Section 8 defense. Just trying to help people, trying to have a safe transfer point for people with their medical marijuana card. That's all we're trying to do. We've been at it about 3 years, and I'm trying to be in compliance with the law. I got a letter. My landlord got a letter for a ticket that I'm about ready to receive if I don't get my portable sign out of there. I would have never stuck that sign out there if I'd have known about Ordinance 45. I apologize for that. I've tried to keep my the property where I'm at, try to keep it nice, mowed, abide by the weed ordinance. The place right next to me, they don't do such a good job, but I'm trying to have pride. Try to be proud of what we have something. And it's an uphill battle, but 2-3 weeks ago, the governor just signed it into law. This is law now, so I want to see how we can go forward with this. I'd like you guys to take away that ordinance banning these places, and maybe we can put a zoning cap on how many, and that's about all I have. Do you have any questions for me? Thank you.
Actually, we prepared for